little experience with the players absent.
T has actually turned to a decent little point guard when Schroeder's not in the game. So he's been handling the rock, coming off screens.
Pretty good pick and roll at 20. Yeah. Are you dropping and going? You're just going to sit there and do that?
They lost, dude. They don't get me dropping. They get me sitting right here.
What are you going to break down tonight?
I'm going to break down Dennis the Menace and how well he played tonight. Okay. Even though they got the L, tonight they took the L because they should have bounced back. Right here, you get a nice rebound, shooters off to the races. Right here, this is one of those razzle-dazzle moves right here. He kind of has these, and then next thing, young fella Fox, I'm going by you to the rim for fast break points. Here you got another sense. He's directing traffic. He gets a nice pick and roll. He says, you know what? I didn't like that pick. Come back out here and get me again. Now I have the pick and roll. I'm coming off full steam, going to my right. You know, what you gonna do? I'm gonna give it to the young fella? No, I'm just pull up on you because you're not expecting me to pull up and rise up with the J. Rise up, young fella, rise up. Right here, you get a nice play by Trez with the block. Off to the race, Schroeder. He says, give me the ball. I'm going to get it back to you. He pulls Buddy Hill over right there, Kuz, raises up for a long two. Stop behind the three-point line. One of my biggest pet peeves. Don't shoot a long two. Right here, you got another situation where Trez does a little handoff, nice little pick and roll. And here's where you come with the razzle-dazzle. And they were saying my movie Stripes right here. Look at him come off right there. You think I'm going to go up and rise up? I'm going to go between the legs to Trez, who's going to finish in the paint strong with a two-hand dunk. Right there, Schroeder at his best, doing a little bit of everything. Scoring, rebounding, 360 at his best right there.
Hall of Famers giving you the Kings shot 60% for the game. Highest by any Laker opponent this season. Frank Vogel is now speaking with Mike in the media over Zoom. Man, you already know why.
Hey, Frank, with the guys that were out, you had that kind of the expected stepping up of whether it was Schroeder and Harrell and Kuz in particular. What did you see from an overall framework of the rotations and guys trying to figure things out, especially as it got down the stretch there?
Yeah, I was proud of our team's effort and fight. And again, we got 3 starters out, second night of a back-to-back against a team that's been off for 2 days. I think we came out of the gates really strong. Weren't able to sustain our defensive proficiency throughout most of the game, in particular getting stops down the stretch. But I thought our effort, and willingness to play for each other with 26 assists, trying to play team first basketball was really at a high level tonight, and I'm really proud of our guys, even in the loss.
Frank, and not to dwell on it, but Spectrum showed a Buddy Hield 3 from the second quarter a few times. I just wondered if that got to you and if you got an explanation.
Yeah, we told the officials about it. They said they turned it into Secaucus, and then they gave us some excuse that too much time had passed, that they can't reverse it at that point. So, when you got a 1-point game down the stretch, that's very disappointing that they weren't able to look at that. But that's what they told us during the game, or after the game or during the game. They were telling my assistants.
Dave?
Frank, was there any real-time communication with the guys who are out, LeBron, AD, Mark? Are they checking with you guys at halftime? Or are they passing any word on to the team after the game ended?
No.
And follow McKinney, what gave you the idea? I know you guys were undermanned, but the idea to give him extended minutes tonight, and what do you think of his performance?
Yeah, well, he's a good player, and he's been sort of buried with our depth here. But he's maintained a great attitude. He's been a true pro, coming and get his work in every day, really trying to show what he can do in the practices or pickup games, guys playing off days. And, we've been looking for an opportunity to get him in there, without, some planting one of the rotation guys. And, tonight was the night. So it was a good opportunity for it. And I thought he played really well, especially crashing the boards. Made a couple buckets for us, played solid defense, and, really made a case for more minutes.
Kyle?
Frank, maybe I don't even ask about this, but except for, last night there was a game where officiating played a big role. But between, the review today that you were just talking about, the tech on Trez, which appeared to us to be related to calling and one, seems very common. Are you surprised in the last 2 games by the way officiating has affected the games?
No, I don't worry about the officials. It's out of our control.
And just an unrelated follow-up, how was this loss received in the locker room? Were guys sort of like, you know what, we're ready for break, or were they legitimately disappointed that they had let it
Guys
go?
are hurt. They're hurting. They competed their tails off. They fought hard enough to get a win, and the ball bounces on the rim 3 times. And with the game on the line, we have a couple fullbacks right there. Just weren't able to close it out, but our guys wanted to win this game very badly, and they're disappointed.
Bill?
Hey, Frank. Breaks have been so few and far between for you guys over the last 18 months or something. 8 days in the grand scheme of things isn't a lot, but does it feel like that could be a really meaningful stretch for your guys? And what's the most important thing for your players to do with that time?
Yeah, it's they're going to meet with the sports performance team, to talk about not deconditioning too much, but making sure that they're getting the appropriate rest. And 8 days does feel like a long time. For me in particular, it feels that way, but I think our whole group is welcoming of this break. And we're going to have to just make sure we're only going to have one practice before we start playing games again. So the not deconditioning and making sure that guys are able to get appropriate work and the 2 or 3 days leading up to our return, that's an important part of this break here. But definitely a welcome break for all of us.